Welcome back guys to another Warframe video. Yareli just got released, so I want to go ahead and start shoving crap in her kit and see what happens. For the first one I came up with was Firewalker, just because I think it'd be pretty cool if you could trigger it and get on your skateboard at the same time. But yeah, you can, so you could go ahead and trigger Firewalker, get your 3 on, and then trigger your 2. Or your Marulina, however you call her, the little stingray crap. So here are your mods. You get steel charges from a polarity, you get some duration, a lot of power strength, some energy, health just so you can live, and then some range just for your ultimate, just to have a little bit in there. And then for this empty slot, I would go for adaptation. And if you want more Forma, or if you want to Forma this a bit more, I would change Augur Secrets to some Hunter Adrenaline. Just so that when you're chilling on your K drive, you get some energy back, because you'll be taking quite a bit of damage at higher level missions. Now, here's what it looks like. Let's put some 5 corrupted heavy gunners. Let's trigger our abilities. Let's trigger our crap. Oh, come on. There we go. Go in our K drive. And I think they're going to probably knock me off right on the spot, because that's what they do. Yep, there it goes. And then we're just gonna hop back on. But yeah, as you can see, you have the fire procs going on, you have the all the little slash procs going on, and then keep in mind you can also shoot, right? As you're in your K drop, you can shoot enemies, so you do quite a bit of damage by just being around the area with this combo. But yeah, that's the build, guys, for the Yareli on this one. Let's hop on to the next one. So this build has the exact same principles as the Firewalker build. I even kept the build the exact same just because it works just as well. But yeah, you're going to put Gloom on that first slot. And this is super nice because as you're skateboarding with your, aqua blades on, you'll be slowing down enemies and you can recover your health. But here's the thing, since they'll be super slow from Gloom, you actually won't need adaptation because you won't be taking too much damage at all. Oh god. For this slot here, I would actually recommend going ahead and putting a streamline just to make your energy costs much cheaper. But if you still want to be tanky, go ahead and put adaptation here, and then replace Augur Secrets with Hunter Adrenaline, just so that you can get energy back. And also, if you feel like it's too, maybe the energy cost too expensive for you, and that's why you're thinking of going with adaptation and Hunter Adrenaline, I would just recommend going for Zenuric so that you can just get your energy back, because it still works while it's being channeled through Gloom. Yeah, I mean, that's the build for this one. You kind of just slow them down, shoot them, and they can't do too much damage against you, so it's nice. It feels nice too. Okay guys, so for this last build, I want you to bear with me, because it's going to be super crazy. I kind of just made it up to just be creative for the fuck of it, This is the Sword Alone Yareli build, alright? And what's making this possible is actually the Reflection mod, which they changed back in March for some reason. But the thing is, so 40% chance to stagger on block, which means they'll basically suffer like an impact proc, so they'll just get hit in the head or something and then stop shooting you, and then go back at it after 1 second. Kinda bad. But the 10% chance to stun on block is the interesting thing, because that's basically opening up for a finisher whenever they're stunned for that 2-second period. You can crit on them because they're like blind, so you can either execute them or you can go ahead and just crit on them as much as you want until they're dead. Now, for the rest of the build, I went for survivability because, Yareli's not that tanky at all. So I went for some adaptation, I went for some vitality, Hunter Adrenaline for energy, and then Guardian and for Arcane Grace, just so that we can live as much as possible. I went with Eclipse because of the damage reduction, so it'll help you live a bit more. As far as the Skiyati build that we're going to be using, honestly, build whatever you want on it. It doesn't really matter. I didn't go for any critical chance here because the enemies that are going to be stunned for that 2-second period, you can crit on them anyway, so I just maxed out my critical damage instead. Feel free to basically put whatever you want, some corrosive, viral, up to you. Doesn't matter. Now, let me show you what this looks like with just one enemy. This is basically the combo. And as to why I prefer using the Nikanas over anything else, I feel like there might be other weapons that have this specific type, but it's like a launch, like boom. Alright, so that is a stagger. That is an execution. Run up there and you execute. And, well, and you can just slap him a few more times and he's dead. But that's how it kind of looks like with just one enemy you want to focus. Super easy if there's that Nox being super obnoxious or just a really high level enemy. That is a finisher. So go up and just execute. Now for a whole group of enemies, this is what I had planned. Or this is what it looks like, I guess. Go ahead and equip your Eclipse, put your 3 on, and just go into town with them. they'll go ahead and start smashing everything on the ground, but they'll be getting procced so hard on the slash procs here. Bring them together while your 3 is like cutting them up, and boom, some of them are dying. You can execute some of them, but yeah, it's super handy. Eclipse gives you way more damage on these, so you can proc a lot higher slash procs, higher damaging ones. And if you start dying so far, turn to your Tenno, use those arcanes to just gain some health back. Let's reproc this, group them up, proc some more slash on them, and yeah, that's it, guys. Now, if you really want to keep using that stun thing, go ahead and just kind of wait for a stun on a specific one you're waiting for, like this guy in front of me. That's a stagger. That's a stagger. That's a finisher. And then finish. Cloak. Use your abilities, anything you want. And that, guys, is all the time I have on for today. Please let me know down in the comments down below, what is your favorite build that you've done with Yareli, or even just the spiciest combination you thought of that you kind of like. And as always, make sure to like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next video.
So it's into the void, I mean girls and mean boys, from others' hands we go. We'll be sailing to the sun till the voyage is done.